Hi, you guys. It is Ray. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the family. Happy Virgo New Moon. Happy Regulus Gateway Portal Activation. Today is Saturn Day, Saturday, August 23rd, 2025. The Virgo New Moon has already peaked. It peaked today. So again, happy Virgo New Moon. And energy for you is very, throat chakra. Energy for you is very interesting. Hold on, let me write this down. Okay. Get some cleansing going on. I'm gonna ring the bell. Let's pray. God, divine source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide the water elements, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces on their Regulus Gateway Portal Activation of 2025 reading, as well as this Virgo New Moon that we are currently in. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as the month unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Gratitude, Ashe. Oh my God, my nose is itching. It started itching when I was... Okay, let's get into it. Let me put down the timestamp first. DC could be significant, 202. All right. But yeah, DC, the DMV area could be significant. DC, Maryland, Virginia. Okay, so where am I gonna start? Let's start at the beginning. So when I was outside meditating, asking spirit to guide me on the reading for you guys, it started raining. Okay, but it started raining like it was like literally I asked and spirit responded immediately with the rain, but the rain, it's not heavy. It was like a misty rain, right? So, and meditating, what am I looking for at this? And meditating on the energy of the mist, right? Like it's not heavy where if you were driving or walking, it would create distracted driving. Oh, my nose is itching. But then it's like at the same, like you're still able to see, you're still able to maneuver. But then again, if you spend too much time in the rain, you can get damp, you can get soaked. So whatever you are experiencing at this time, the way that the rain came down in the energy of the mist, it's not something that's difficult. Fuck, my nose is itching for you to navigate through. Hold on. Okay. But yeah, it's not anything that's difficult for you to navigate through. Also, they brought me to the vision of like a car wash. And when you go through a car wash and you go through the final rinse, and how the final rinse is not as heavy as the initial, like when the car wash gets started to get the dirt and the grime off. It's more so, it's like I'm getting, you have been experiencing a purge, and you're in the final season of that purge. But usually when we talk about the finale of an energy, or the finishing of a cycle, it's perceived to be difficult. But this is feeling like it's easy breezy. I don't know. I'm thinking about Chris Brown, but he's a Taurus, which is the opposite of Scorpio. But also, I wrote down, hold on, let me sip this. Let me just take a sip. I've been craving this all day. Just one moment. Hold on. Give me a moment. Okay. So I wrote down writings on the wall. And writings on the wall is the album title of Destiny's Child. What's on that track? Hold on. Is that Bills, Bills, Bills? And hold on, let me just see. Writings on the Wall. Hold on. Song by Sam Smith. No, Destiny's Child. Okay, The Writings on the Wall. It came out in 1999. 999. Yeah, you're in the final phase, okay? It was specifically released July 14th, 1999, okay? But I'm trying to see the track list. Yeah, Bills, Bills, Bills is on here. Confessions is on here. Jumpin', Jumpin', Say My Name, Bugaboo. Oh yeah, this was the album. And this was with Latavia and was it, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, but Latavia and the other one, okay? But in Writings on the Wall, it also brought me to tattoos, okay? So I don't know if you're into tattoos or not, but with the writings on the wall, think of the body, the flesh as the wall, and the writings would be a reflection of the tattoos, your self-expression. If you are getting a I don't know, so we should always be mindful of the communication that we express on our body, because it does become a part of our identity, okay? Whether you realize it or not. It's like a branding type of energy. And I kind of learned this later in life, but in realizing the tattoos that I have, that's a fact, okay? And just connecting the tattoos to the journeys in life, it's heavily connected, truly. But I didn't know then what I know now. Praise God. But I know now. That's the point. But when it comes to the writings on the wall, but specifically the writings on your body, like, let it be, I don't know, there's this need to really expression of truth. Like for some of you, it's like, some people choose to write a book. For some people, they choose to tell a story with their body. Some people choose to paint. Some people choose to do it through poetry. Like there's different methods that the metaphoric energy of writings on the wall can be expressed. But for you, it's just what you are, it's like the writings that you are about to imprint, whatever you're about to literally print, whatever it is you're about to literally write, manifest, scripts, speak, whatever it is, because writings, it involves communication of all types, okay? There are multiple ways to communicate, but whatever that is, it is being particularly manifested. And for some reason, I feel the need to bring up, how like when you are trying to call in a specific partner, and then we, when I say we, the enlightened ones advise, you need to be very specific, okay? It's not just, how you want them to treat you, make you feel, whatever the fucking case may be. You need to be specific to the teeth, honey. Like, be specific, because those specifications are being manifested for you at this time. I know the internet has been in and out since the fucking weather's been crazy, but we're gonna keep flowing. We haven't been quite disrupted. Let me get into the comments. Thank you. Hi, Jacob, Xander. Why y'all keep telling me to say hi? I'm gonna say hi when I get to it. Hi, Molly. I don't know what you're saying, respectfully, but I see the handshake, so welcome. Okay. Hold on. But it also, even like with me drinking this tea, I've been wanting this tea all day, but I had to finish what I had before I got to the tea. So you are also, this portal, it's giving waste management. Not to say like any of you working, I mean, you could work in waste management, but it's like you're not being wasteful, It's like, when it comes to not wasting food, okay? If you're not going to eat it, can you feed it to the animals? Like, can you give it to someone else that is in need? But that's what I mean when I say waste management. But with writings on the wall, whatever you are in the process of writing, it is being manifested. So just be mindful and very particular, okay? Okay. let's get into the cards after I light this incense. So I'm seeing, as I'm lighting this incense, they're showing me coasting, but coasting like taking a drive, like not having a destination in particular, but it's like where you land is where you land. Um, and I feel like this portal is activating a coasting energy. I also feel like this next eclipse cycle that starts next month, baby, I don't know what you've been through personally throughout this most recent 6 month cycle, but it just feels like it's nothing. Like, I mean, it is something, but it's just energetically like it's easy. I don't know. It just feels like life is about to become easy. Okay, we about to pull a card for real. Hold on. We're gonna start. Oh, I gotta get into. That's why the delay. Let me explain the Regulus energy if you don't know about it. So it did peak yesterday, but the based on my research, it's a 3-day cycle. It started on the 21st. The end day peak is today, but the prime peak was yesterday. Again, the Virgo New Moon, it peaked last night, this rising, so both energies have already been heightened. So the Regulus Gateway, it is known as the heart of the lion. It connects to royal consciousness. It's known as the Royal Star Gateway. It is the brightest star in the Leo constellation. It actually crosses the heart, like it's the heart of the lion. Okay, when you see the Leo in the stars. Okay. Anywho, moving on, because I was about to overcomplicate it in my mind. It does highlight a crown chakra activation as well as a higher self activation. It also highlights your courage, your purpose, your generosity, more so energy exchanges, how you exchange energy with yourself and how you exchange energy with others. And this also influences a spiritual awakening collectively. Yeah, now let's get into the cards. Because it is known as the heart of the lion, we're using the heart oracle. We're using oracle for all of this, no tarot. Okay. Water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Regulus Gateway. What's going on? After we get into this, we'll get into the Virgo Moon, and then I'll pull for the signs individually at the end. And then you'll see me again for the September readings. Okay, so you have Master in reverse. It's giving Master in disguise. Where is that from? Where is that? I see it in my mind. It was when Beyonce did the checkup on it. I can't think of the name. Moving on. You have Master in reverse, which would represent the devil. In reverse is positive. However, you also have find balance in reverse, and I feel like you don't know what it is. What you don't, how do I say this? The experience of coasting through something or the experience of coasting through an experience in life is something that you are foreign to, or is foreign to you. So that energy is what you are imbalanced in. But you're about to know that life, basically. And then you have Blossom in reverse. Which is telling me you're unhappy. I hear that song by Christina Aguilera, What a Girl Wants, What a Girl Needs. But, you know, also like what a woman wants, what a man wants, what a man needs, what a woman needs. And I feel like for you, water signs, Spirit, help me express this the correct way the first time. It's like when it comes to your wants and your needs, there is, how do I, it's like there's something not there's something in regards to your wants and needs that are not necessarily aligning with your heart's desires, which we'll get deeper into that. Because it's like they're showing me like the conversation that your mind is having with you, and then the conversation that your heart is having with you. And it's like the mind is saying like, this is what I want, this is what I need, but the heart is saying, this is what I want and this is what I need. And then it's kind of like, you know how they say, well, people say that you can never have like the whole package in one person, like everything that you need in another person, which I beg to differ, because I believe in the impossible. That's just how my mind is set up, and by me doing that, it allows me to conquer the impossible shit that people think that I just want to achieve. Honey, we will get there. It may take some time, but we're gonna get there. And I get there, and people that know me from then versus now can acknowledge that as well. I will get there. But I feel like this portal, and they're highlighting the heart of the lion, but more so the heart of you, water elements. I'm getting the heart is about to debunk what the mind thinks that it wants and needs. We'll just see. Yeah, choose your battles on the bottom. The heart, you see the heart is in the center. It's about to debunk this energy. And it's like one of these energies represents your wants, and then one of these energies represents your needs. But as you see, this is communication. And if we can go deeper into the card, let's just get into the colors, okay? So this is, you know, the green, the heart chakra, blue, the throat chakra, and then orange, the sacral chakra, right? So with these, it's like the communication, the sacral chakra, the mind could be connected to the flesh, okay? Because sacral chakra, you know, sacred sexual energy type shit. But it's like the heart, even with how he's standing, the heart is going to overcome. It's like the heart gets what it wants eventually. With me saying, you know, it may take some time, but I'll eventually get there. It's the same for you. Eventually, honey, baby, you about to get there, okay? Okay? Are we still here? Hold on, let me check something. Okay, we're good. All right. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. So let's move on. I'm going to clarify each of these. Can you clarify master in reverse? I also feel like it's interesting because I'm getting, it's like, you may think that, you know, like when whatever it is that your heart wants shows up, it's like you may, I know what to do with it. What song is that? Oh, fuck. Hold on. What song is that? That's Lloyd. Hold on. Hold on. Spending every... Hold on. Hold on. I'm about to find this song. A Night Off. Yes, yes, yes. Drake and Lloyd, A Night Off. It's like once that energy is in your presence, you think you know what to do with it, but I don't know how to even express the response that I see from you once it's in front of you. But it's like you don't know what to you don't know what to do with it. It's funny though. It's very innocent. Yeah, joy and stability on the bottom. Let's clarify this. But I hear the confidence is amazing, but it's kind of like that energy of being thrown off. But eventually you get your shit together and you do know what to do with it. But I just hear the first few minutes are rough. I don't know. All right, let's move on. because I don't know what I'm talking about. Master in reverse for air, water. Ooh, for some of you, you could be dealing with air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but we have rebuild, which will represent the tower, but okay. Find balance in reverse. Observe, okay. That makes sense because the air signs kept getting the number 12 and it came out for you. 2026, I hear takeoff. And then seek the truth is clarifying blossom in reverse. I see the root chakra peeking out. Anything else for the water elements? Is that all? Yeah, challenging times in reverse. You're about to coast through something. All right, and then you have, yeah, nurture in reverse and new vitality. There's a new beginning that's going to happen way before you expect it to. Your timing for something is off. I feel like we've had this conversation before, but when we had the conversation before, we were talking about your sense of control with it. But it's, I don't know, I'm getting, woo! Your projected timing with something is off. Yes, for sure. But with observe, like spirit is putting, it's like at the same time, if you take heed, if you truly pay attention, spirit is putting you on to the, what the true timeline is. My fucking TV just reset on its own. So this could be, again, something's going to happen, show up, and it's going to catch you off guard. But this is a theme for this Regulus portal, and it's connected to what your heart wants. And every time I say that, I hear what a girl needs. I'm about to look up what Christina Aguilera is, because I don't know. What a girl wants, what a girl needs. December 18th. It's 5:44. She's 44 years old right now. We're at 22 minutes in the 20 seconds. So, but she'll be 45 this year, 9-year. Yes, y'all are ending something. What does that make her? Is she a Sagittarius? Yeah, December 18th, she's a Sag. Interesting. But the 18th is 9 energy too. So the moon, Piscean energy. 12, Piscean energy. I don't know. But it's unexpected tower moment, but it's what you want, okay? Anything else with this? Hold on. Why did I say hold on? All right. Let me read the clarifiers. Okay. We got the music back, I think. I just saw, it must have stopped raining, the yellow swallowtail butterfly. And that is the butterfly for Virginia. And Virginia, they say it's for lovers, honey. I beg to differ. But yeah, anywho, that's just, again, matters of the heart. So, clarifying master is rebuild. And then challenging times in reverse is over here with it. So I'm getting in the past when it came to rebuilding, starting over, starting fresh, you know, it may have been hard for you to, I hear the come up has been rough. Like you've really had to put in work, okay? Sleepless nights, lack of sleep, whatever the case may be, working multiple jobs, you know, having very little time for yourself. It's just you've had to sacrifice a lot of yourself in order to build the life that you want for yourself is the point that I'm trying to make, okay? And I feel like that cycle, that again, her birthday is on the 18th, so I feel like there's about to be a 180 shift versus a 360 shift with that cycle for you. It's 5:46, 10:10. There's a shift. And with this find balance and observe, it's like spirit is saying, observe how I've already shifted certain cycles that you are used to, that you are comfortable with. It's more so, not so comfortable with, but it's like the way life has been set up for you, you have the expectation of what the progress is to get to the result. But it's like I'm getting in recent life experiences, God has been showing you that you don't have to go through that same experience to get the results that you desire. Again, it's a 180 versus a 360. Now, for a lot of you, because you are not I hear realizing that to actualize that for yourself, this blossom in reverse, it's giving them like hitting a brick wall with something, because you know you're used to, you have a certain projection of how something's going to go, so you are operating and trying to tackle it accordingly or even beforehand, but you're fucking yourself up because things are not the same currently as they were then. Does that make sense? And so with Seek the Truth, Spirit is, it's like there's a veil that's being lifted off of your own eyes about your own life experiences for you in this rebuilding phase for you, if that makes sense. I'm going to clean this up and repull. Whew, okay. Water signs. Regulus gateway activation. I feel like you should work with selenite. I feel like selenite's going to assist you with that final purge. But they're also showing me, like, literally, this is a selenite wand. But it's like utilizing this energy. You know how, y'all know the hot cold game that we used to play? I don't know if it's still a thing, right? But it's like, you know, if you're, I'm seeing it as, it's like, give me the word, Spirit. It's like deciphering certain energetic frequencies around you. And it's like, let's just say you take, thank you, Spirit, because honey, I ask and I you give. But let's just say you take the wand, okay? Say a prayer, you set an intention, show me, you know, what's in my environment that's making me feel, or that's show me what's in my environment that is contributing to, hold on. Let me tell you what was interesting about that. Was my grandfather, so I had to answer. He's a Pisces. His birthday is 2/22, and we're doing the water element reading. That was truly divine, but he living his best. He's living his best life, but he sounds so happy. But what he's experiencing right now is like he's assisting with the tragedy as well. But his energy just sounded just so uplifted. So it's giving me, it's taking me back to the rain and how, like, yes, it was raining, but it was misty. It wasn't, it's not heavy for him. I don't know, but yeah. Shout out to the Pisces. I don't know what I was saying before he called, but let's pull. Find balance came out with reach out, root chakra energy. So you started with find balance being in reverse, and now it's upright. But with reach out, reach. What do you need help with? You have 2, 3, 4 here. Did I get bit? I feel like I got bit. And you have just breathe. So whatever you need assistance with, it's very interesting because intuitively it's not on these cards, but at the same time I can see it on these cards. So with this just breathe, this is like her higher self saying, it's okay, relax, like all is well, it's gonna work out, okay? You're gonna be surprised, okay? I just need you to breathe through it, okay? Now, again, I clarified what you need help with. And then you also have opportunity beckons that came out upright as well. So, and this is with finding balance. It's like, so going back to what I was saying about the heart versus the wants and the needs, it's like this is it's connected to love, but I'm trying to define how it's connected to love, and it's very hard to define how it's connected to love, which is why it's hard as fuck for me to get out what I'm trying to say, okay? But it's also giving, like, I feel like I got bit on my rib cage, so it's giving like Adam's rib for Eve, but in truth, Eve is not the first woman, right? So, hold on, the words are coming to me. It's like you are your heart, yeah, I'll say it that way. Your heart is desiring a specific certain type of love that literally, it's like, it's a breathe, it's like someone that breathes life into you. That shit's getting me tongue twisted. Speaks life into you, but that life is aligned with the love that you never felt before. Okay, I'm trying to get it out, y'all. And then, but it's like you're not, with this reach out and that asking for the help, you're not being specific in that manner in order to really call that into fruition. Okay, it's kind of like, you know, yeah, everything has its pros and its cons, but oh my god, I take a bit. There's some Florida water on it. Everything has its pros and its cons, but it's okay to desire the impossible because the impossible is possible. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes any sense. It's kind of like, you know, when you dream to a limit, when you dream to a certain level, and I said this recently as well, but when you dream, when your dreams extend to a certain level and there's a cutoff, then who knows what's beyond that cutoff if you are consistently focused on limiting on where that dream, how far that dream expands for you, basically. I don't know. It's kind of like wanting, like desiring, like it feels like an unquestionable type of love. Like, okay, and as I say that, thank you, Spirit, they're taking me to this reel. So I saw this reel, I don't know if it was on fucking Threads, I don't know if it was on Twitter or fucking YouTube, okay? But anywho, it was a reel. I guess it's a TikTok trend. I don't be on TikTok, so I don't be knowing the fucking trends until I just see them on the fucking, somebody doing them on a reel. But it was more so like, I think it was like, you know, answering, it's something like answering the phone to see if your partner is cheating or some shit. Like Like your partner will get a call and then they'll go take the call in another room just to see how their partner will respond. Anywho, I saw this one, right? And the man had did the prank with his wife, and then he went in another, got the call, went in another room, had the conversation, came back, and he was like, you basically trying to insinuate like he was doing something else. And she was like, you've never given me any type of ounce of energy to even think that, so why would I be worried about you going in another room taking a call? Like, it's unquestionable in that energy. I hope that helps you understand what I'm trying to say. But it's like, don't be afraid to ask for that, and be honest with yourself with this just breathe and reach out on how what you got right now is not that. Because a lot of you are not acknowledging that, which is why nothing is changing. Okay, you just, I don't know what the fuck, you just in the emotions of it. But the emotions of it, of whatever this is not the truth of it. The truth of it is you be having questions. Truly. And with 44 being here, it's, I don't know, what you desire, it's very, it is rare, okay? It's not common, but it's possible. But it doesn't matter, it's what you want. It's like when it comes to pregnancy right now, like a lot of women over the age of 35 are having children. And you know, honey, the doctors be like, whatever the fuck they be like, negative, okay, honey, just giving you scare tactics, putting your ass on a fucking timeline. But then your Akashic record has a whole different motherfucking timeline, a whole different type of fucking experience, a whole different type of, you know, I don't think people be realizing how some of us really are living out biblical fucking experiences, okay? Honey, the experience of Abraham, fucking Isaac, Jacob, all of them, okay? Some of us, we just different, okay? And I feel like since this is coming up, you know, baby, we just different up in here. And I know I'm not for everybody, so just let's continue to flow. Hold on. But it's kind of like, you know, knowing where we start to fuck up and get in our own way of seeing the what could be. And it's like that energy of daydreaming. Like, I don't know, when it comes to daydreaming, it really is a powerful manifestation tool, okay? Especially if you have heavy air energy in your chart, honey. You can truly, what you daydream about, you can truly manifest, especially depending on how much energy you give to it. And then that energy was also iterated in American Gods, okay? At the beginning, when Wednesday made his ass a fucking told him to make it snow, okay? But anywho, where was I going with that? But okay, so but when it comes to this 3D reality, this fucking matrix that we're in, it's like the matrix just literally is a fucking gel of limitations. All right. And I think it's very interesting, like with the times that we're in, I keep focusing on what the United States of America represents. Okay. Now I know the fucking history of it. Okay. I know the history of it. Right. But then I keep what spirit keeps me outside of the history, the land of the free, right? Now, what the fuck is freedom in this fucking country, okay? But at the same time, I have so much respect for it because it is my indigenous land. So the certain, I have a certain respect for it. But with the land of the free, it's a representation of opportunities, and you had opportunity beckons come out. Let me pull it back out. If I didn't shuffle it, no, it's on the bottom. Opportunity beckons. So it's a land of opportunity, okay? And then people be fucking judging Trump, okay, being a fucking felon, but isn't that a representation of the United States of America? Honey, the land where dreams come true, baby, you can be a felon and be president, okay? Honey, you may have restrictions on voting, but you can still run a fucking country, okay? It's an idea that anything is fucking possible, even when it's set up to be impossible for you, okay? And I feel like that's a statement that is being made by spirit that is just going over everybody's fucking head. But if you pay attention in this age of Aquarius and how it's unfolding, which is the age of truth, you shall see. But not everyone that has eyes can see, and not everyone that has ears will hear, you know? But when it comes to you and what the fuck you got going on and how you see your life for yourself now, 5 years, 10, fuck, we're not talking about right now, in the future, okay? How you see your life 5-10 years from now. And it's like based on what has happened between 2020 and 2025, a lot of people are literally mentally afraid to even think that far ahead, because look at what the fuck has happened in the last 5 years, okay? So it's like, you know, people are in the energy of God forbid the next 5 years, but that energy of forbid is the fucking problem, okay? It's like, thank you, Spirit, honey, for a confirmation. But yeah, that forbid energy is the fucking problem that Spirit is trying to eradicate. Like, it's not a God forbid. It's a, maybe we about to shake the room, okay? And you're a part of that team too. So it's given and still I rise, but the fallen shall rise at the same time. I did not intend to say it like that. That just flowed. We just speaking, channeling at this point. Yeah, take the lead, honey. I don't know. Opportunity beckons 3-4. So divine order, it is in the process of being restored, but there's a point being made as well. It's given like the underdog shall rise, which is also a representation of why we have a motherfucking, just pay attention to the energy representations. I feel like so many people focus on the people that they completely bypass the energy signature that is being emphasized at that point in time. I'm just saying. I didn't mean to go that political, but I'm just trying to make a point. Okay. All right. Anything else for this gateway before we move on to the Virgo New Moon for the water signs? So rest and reconsider is on the bottom with crown chakra. I wasn't going to touch on it, but I'm about to touch on it. Rest and reconsideration it's like really sitting with yourself and considering, what I perceive and think are my needs and wants, is it truly what my heart desires? And going through that Venn diagram with yourself. It may take some time. I don't think it's something you're going to fucking resolve in a day. Like, this is something, it's like, really, this is kind of connected to shadow work as well, because realizing how your life experiences, think your spirit, has shaped what the fuck you got going on right now. Thought process, how you move, how you speak, how you think, all of that. I hear it's connected to your energetic signature, but I do feel like going back to that energy of the final rinse, there's a change within your energetic signature. Your aura color could be shifting too. You should get an aura photo. You should see what the fuck you got going on in your energetic field. I don't know. That's just what I see, an auric photo in my mind's eye. But that, yeah, your energy signature is shifting. And I feel like the color that it's shifting to is white, which white has been a theme. But they're also showing me like, this may, for me, I don't see how it will be a trigger warning, but in consideration for some of you, it could be a trigger warning, so trigger warning. But it's like with funerals, right? You know, the color black versus white. As I'm saying this, looking at my white knife, okay? But it's like, you know, white represents life. Black represents mourning. And, you know, when women get married, okay, you know, the white is supposed to represent purity, innocence. You know, 99.9% of the time they don't be virgins. It's a few that are, okay? Shout out to them. But that's neither here nor there. It's a new beginning. Fucking nice. Y'all got some monitoring spirits. Here, get comfortable with that. I don't know. But yeah, it's a new beginning. But instead, it's kind of like, maybe you should just wear more white. I don't know. Now I'm seeing snow and snowflakes. It's like the way you used to dream as a child is not how you dream as an adult. And I feel like Spirit wants you to dream as a child, because even if you're 70 years old, you're still God's baby. You're still Spirit's baby, always. But it's like the more that our age gets higher, the more that we disconnect from that energy. And I feel like a lot of you are disconnected from that energy. You don't dream the same. And you don't dream the same because of life experiences. But with that final rinse, it's like you're about to have no reason not to get into that energy. So again, be very particular about what you want, going back to rest and reconsider and the crown chakra, because whatever it is, it's coming to life, okay? Before you know it. All right, we good? What else? It's like they're showing me how the star, because Regulus is a star, but how that energy, it's like it's you know how when people go get CAT scans, it's like your heart is getting a CAT scan by the energy of Regulus. Let me show you my cup, because hold on, the cup is next to the, let me show you. So yeah, Regulus is in the heart of the Leo constellation. So in my Leo cup, they're showing me this star. Like, and if you were thinking about a Christmas tree, it would represent like the Star of David. But this star would represent Regulus, just metaphorically speaking, right? Fucking that, bro. My eyes are on it, but I'm not about to get up. Where is that going? Before the gnat, the star. Rest and reconsider. It may take some time. I lost what I was saying. My bad. Anything else? But yeah, you're about to not have a reason to not have what you want. But it's like, are you going to put it out there? I don't know. It's something about putting it out there. It's kind of like the energy of once you put it out there, yeah, once you put it out there, your heart's desires out there, you can't take it back. And then I feel like that's the part that's most fearful for you, though, is not being able to, once it's out there, you can't take it back. I don't know why that's so loud right now. But yeah, embrace it. Once it's out there, no. So it's like they're just waiting on you to put it out there. Whatever that is. But you need to sit with yourself and sit with your heart and figure that out. And don't allow the mind and the life experiences to influence what the heart wants. Okay? It's very important. You know, the more, you're the fourth set of elements that I'm doing, but I'm starting to understand the bigger picture. And I think it's beautiful. Like 50, 60 years from now, shit's about to be different. Just worldwide, okay? Worldwide. Anything else for this Regulus portal? Okay, that is all. But it's time to put it out there and shine. And with that energy of shine, like when Spirit blesses you with it, I don't know why I'm getting treated like a trophy, but don't be afraid to share that testimony, because I feel like it's a testimony. Because again, whatever you want, it's very rare. But believe to and succeed is in reverse. You gotta, it's like you telling your heart it's too much. Like, what? Do you think God's love is too much? Like, what? That doesn't make sense, water signs. So yeah, open up and express and be honest. Unless I hear get your roll on, okay? Big timer style. But yeah, it's time. Yeah, giving and receiving, win or lose, the choice is yours, period. 5, 6, May 6. But you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're just waiting on you. Let's get into the Virgo New Moon. Virgo New Moon for the water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You have balance, chaos on the bottom. Yemaya, water. Yemaya is in reverse. Resurrection. Alchemy, choices is in reverse. You have restoration. Arrow. Autonomy is upright. Balance, chaos came out. You want me to take this? Okay, yeah. Just keep balance, chaos. Beyond is in reverse. That's interesting. I like it. Okay, anything else? For Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Grace. Tradition. All right, you have unconditional love on the bottom. You have community, hood love, and then you have healing in reverse. That's interesting. I need more room. Hold on. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did it right. Okay. Okay, so in reverse, you have Yemaya, resurrection, alchemy, choices in reverse, healing and beyond, your ancestors. It's giving love from beyond, but it's in reverse. Your upright energy is balance, chaos, upright, restoration, autonomy, community, grace, and tradition. So, what's underneath? Karma in reverse. Okay. It's like the bottom energy is one thing, the top energy is another thing. The reversals are one energy, the upright energy is another energy signature within itself. Energy signatures are a theme, yours in particular. I feel like you have a lot of people watching you, but that connects to the monitoring spirits again. And every time I touch on monitoring spirits, they're just saying get used to it. So with with your reversals, resurrection, choices, healing, and beyond, it does feel like some of you are doing something the same way over and over and expecting a different result. But at the same time, for others of you that are not in that energy, I feel like there's, I don't know if you're trying to resurrect an experience, a feeling, It's like, say for instance, you've experienced tantric sex with one person before, right? And then, you know, you've had other partners in between or whatever the case may be, but it hasn't hit like that one person in particular. And not even realize that you are hunting for that energy. You're hunting for that specific energy signature, okay? That specific energy frequency, that specific energy feeling. But because this is something that you are unconsciously, an energy that you're unconsciously maneuvering in, which is connected to choices, it is, feels like it's blocking something. Whatever this is, it feels like a gift from the other side, which brings in a resurrection. But it's interesting because you may want to, it's like you don't, how do I say this? It's like you are unconsciously hunting for a certain energetic signature, but not even realizing, but there's a better type, there's a better one. Like that energy signature didn't last because it wasn't good enough for you. And not trying to like degrade or speak down on whoever it was, but what we on now, what you're on now, water signs, it's a different type of level. It's a more elevated experience. It's a more elevated signature specifically. But instead of hunting for that, it's like you're hunting for something that's similar to the past, that's the same, but that's not resurrection energy. Most people, resurrection is dying and coming back to life, literally speaking. So most people that do that, honey, they end up changing their life. Like that experience and that energy of when Lazarus was in the fucking tomb for, was it three nights, 3 days, but it's giving Lazarus energy like that new life. The commonality to go back to doing shit the same is not common. It's more so foreign, okay? But then again, you have people like going back to American Gods. Maybe y'all need to watch American Gods because they're showing me Shadow Moon's wife, okay, and how she wanted to be resurrected so damn bad, okay? And she basically forced her way back to Earth and shit like that. And then, but she was carrying the energy, honey. She had maggots and shit. Like her energy was dark and stank, basically. Which is a representation of why these cards are in reverse, why healing is in reverse. So that is being highlighted over the next few months, but as I say few months, more so sooner than later, so that you can shift into this upright energy. Now let's get into this. So with this Virgo New Moon, again, on the bottom you have unconditional love, but you're balancing chaos, restoration, autonomy, community, grace, and tradition. I feel like this tradition is something new. It's definitely not something old. But I do feel like for a lot of you, how do I say this in a way that you'll receive it? You know, a lot of people, a lot of conscious people are very selective on who they are fucking with in regards to the bloodline. I'll say it that way. And as I've been saying, the theme is unconditional love. And a lot of times, you know, we feel like we have to be physically present to love and heal, and that's not true. And that energy is connected to, you know, how people be like, baby, my grandmother's prayers are still carrying me. That's a representation of that energy. You don't have to be physically present in order to heal, nurture, and change a tradition. 9 times out of 10, walking away is a shift in tradition in itself. Leaving your hometown is a shift in tradition within itself. If you got a whole lineage of deacons and preachers, and then somebody chooses to be a motherfucking actor or actress, that's a shift within itself. You know, it could, just as an example. But it does feel like this tradition is something new. When it comes to the community, if this community card is just giving me people watching you. But with his glasses on, okay, you're not going to know who the fuck is watching you. Just know that you're watching. You can probably feel it and see it. But don't worry about who it is. I don't know. They're saying like it's coming off in a way of just brush it off. Like don't make that a focus of your attention because it's not important. But what is important is your healing. So you have you have healing in reverse, but then you have restoration upright, which is a representation of pouring back into yourself. There, I don't know what your spiritual routine looks like, but you are water, so salt needs to be heavily involved, okay? The ocean is salt water. So whether it's pink Himalayan or black or Epsom or magnesium, salt needs to be involved. It is very imperative for your spiritual auric cleansing, okay? The air just came on. As I said that, that will truly help you balance the energetic chaos you could be battling within. With autonomy, I feel like you're about to make I'm getting like bold and vocal statement, but somebody, I hear Applies. You know how Applies, I can't say it like him, but how he be like, because he be saying pussy with a W, okay? But like someone thinks like, as I say that word, like you are too, it's like you're chicken, like you're scared as fuck to speak on something, to say on something. It's kind of like the energy of you would never, but they never say never. That's a Brandy album. Maybe we done had the writings on the wall. Music must about to be make a comeback, okay? I don't know. Maybe so. But yeah, it's like I don't know, shit people thought you would never do, you're about to do. But this energy of grace, I feel like you're done sacrificing yourself for others. And that's a shift in tradition within itself. Also, with the community, I do feel like a lot of you are about to connect with your true tribe. The energy of true is very loud, okay? I don't know what you got going on right now, but it doesn't feel so true in the way that they're emphasizing the trueness. It's like monkey see, monkey do versus maybe you do what you do, I do what I do, but when we come together, it's you can still do what you do, I do what I do, or we can make it do what they do together, It's not people trying to, I hear it, forever shift lanes. I don't know what the fuck that's about. I feel like they're code talking, but for some of you, you know exactly who and what I'm talking about. But yeah, this Virgo New Moon, it feels like you're about to take a stand for something. Something that people thought you would never do, you're about to do. But it feels like in order for you to do so, because this feels like an expression to the community. And it has to do with you speaking with her tongue in this tradition. But with Grace being here, it feels like, it took a minute for you to get to this point. I hear a hot little minute. But also with the word little, I just hear stop demeaning what you got going on. Nothing is little about it. But basically, to reiterate this message in a different way with not using the word little, this has been a long time coming. It's been a journey to get here. It's like you've lost yourself in the process, but it's giving the energy you were once lost, but now you're found, okay? I don't know, something just feels very biblical. But then it's like they're showing me like someone reading the Bible, and then it's like they personally recall the experience. I don't know. There is something going on in your Akashic activation, okay? Water signs, it really is. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but you got something going on, okay? You hear the bird? You're Cancer. Was it a red ant or a black ant? Someone just screamed outside. Was it a red ant? Hold on. When it comes to, for all water elements, when it comes to N energy specifically, because N in the tea leaf deck represents work, achievement, success, but there's a red N in that card specifically. The red N's do bite, okay? They attack in numbers, actually. But as I'm seeing that, they're bringing me to Cinderella. So if you, I don't know, this is for feminine energy specifically, but be mindful of when you're in the energy of the fairy godmother, Whitney Houston style, okay, versus the evil stepmother. I don't know, but that's for somebody. But then you can relate that to the heart chakra, specifically your heart's desires versus needs and wants. Like needs and wants would be a representation of that evil stepmother, and the heart chakra, what the heart wants, would be a representation of the fairy godmother. See, I love how they did that. Okay, that's a great analogy if I do say so myself. Anything else? Yeah, memory. There's something about memory. You have Mami Wada here. Get into Mami Wada if you don't know about her. But yeah, you have Oshun, Justice in reverse, and Food Meditation, I Can in reverse. But that's the thing. This is all connected to, I don't know, this could be very, we keep talking about Akashic, so it could be very past life. You have Yemoya, Starseed, Mermaid, Siren energy, okay? So I feel like Cancer, you're about to truly get into your 4th house energy. I feel like Scorpio, you're truly about to get into your 8th house energy. And I feel like Pisces, you're truly about to get into your 12th house energy. But the opposites of those are equally highlighted. So to run it back, Cancer, tenth house, because Capricorn was the 10th house, right? Yeah, because Sag is the 9th house. So yeah, that energy for Cancer. And then who's next? Scorpio, it will be 2nd house, Taurus. And then Pisces, it would be 6th house, Virgo. So whatever you got going on up in there is what's about to be mastered for you. I feel like wherever you have Uranus is connected to this as well, because Uranus represents radical change, and it's going back to something is there. The timing, your timing is off in regards to something, but enchantment and celebration. It's giving you don't understand the power of your magic, but that memory is about to be like rewoke within you, okay? All right, are we good here? Yeah, divine feminine, the void. So definitely there's a need to sit with your heart and just listen to it. It's kind of like that energy of listen. You know how people say sometimes that people just need a listening ear and not a response. Like, just let the heart speak, and don't ask it, no, don't ask it no questions. Don't try to make sense of it. It's like sometimes what the heart wants is not so logical, but it is possible to put into words. And as I say that, they're drawing me to wedding vows. I don't know what the fuck, what y'all on right now, but anywho, with wedding vows, you know, yes, love is hard to define, but if you take the time, you can find the right words to speak how you truly feel. So yeah, take that how it resonates. I don't know. Yeah, enchantment celebration is on the bottom, but it's time to create from what the heart wants, just on period. And it's like Spirit won't allow you to do anything else but that. Creation partner, sex magic. So get into it. And then a lot of y'all, let me just tell you, because y'all water signs, y'all nasty, okay? And I mean in a sexual seductive way, okay? And but in addition to saying that, y'all be trying to use y'all own little siren energy to put people. It's like I don't know what kind of fucking sex magic y'all be doing, but it be with the wrong people is the fuck what the fuck I'm trying to say, okay? It's like you thicken those energetic cords, and they're not meant to be thickened with whoever you've been thickening them with. I'm done. We're about to move to the individual signs, okay? Then we've been here a minute. Cancer. Let's see what they have to say to you individually. We're using this deck. Cancer placements. Regulus gateway and Virgo New Moon. What do you have to say to them specifically? I'm ready to take this ponytail down. I hear pretty fine brown. Cancer. Beautiful. So this is going to be straight to the point. You have simplicity in reverse, Cancer placements, new beginnings upright, and trust. Your new beginning is not so simple. I feel like what you want, I see the word, I think it's pronounced grandeur, but grand, but spelled with the EUR on the end. I don't know, but it's more so giving like exotic, like luxury. I don't know. You're the mother of the zodiac, but you don't believe you're able to birth your vision. That's what it's giving. At least, or you don't think it can all be done in one lifetime. Whatever all encompasses, that's for you to know individually. But there's something about feeling like or viewing something as being impossible. They keep bringing me to fucking Cinderella, okay? But it's not impossible. And so if you think about the impossible Cinderella, okay, then if you switch to the Kanye version, okay, with Keisha Cole, Impossible, Kanye said, and Spirit is saying as well, I don't want to hear that bullshit, okay? Like, it's not impossible. That is bullshit, especially when you're dealing with the divine, okay? I don't know. I don't know, for it's giving like the more the more that I think about what just came out of my mouth, it's giving like some of you have lost faith. Cancer. But I feel like it's about to be restored. As I look at this energy, it's kind of heartbreaking because it's like the reason why faith is about to be restored is because I don't know, a lot of you blame God for things. Like I just hear someone saying it's your fault, and it's like you don't know the destinies that people write for themselves to even speak that it's God. Like you have no idea. You really don't have any idea. But it's like Spirit is trying to make a point to you. I don't know what this is about, but it's connected to your new beginnings and this trust. It's like God is not the enemy. And this has come up before, but it's very loud for you right now. And it's like it could be very simple, but you are making something very complicated. You know the song Complicated by Nivea? That part. If you don't know it, listen to it. It's old. I haven't heard that song in a minute, but I love that song. But it doesn't have to be so complicated. But I feel like Spirit is about to prove a point to you. Now, what you do after God proves this point to you is up to you. How this new beginning goes for you, it's up to you. How peaceful it is versus how chaotic it is, it's up to you. How simple it is up to you. Okay? Okay. Scorpio. I knew this was going to be straight to the point. Scorpio, 4, 5, 6. I hear just, get with the fucking program. What program? Truth. I don't know. But you need to get aligned with the program, okay? What the hell? No. You have openness, yes. Scorpio, Regulus gateway, Virgo New Moon. Flow, align with the motherfucking program. Full moons are very significant for you. I hear my favorite, and then the song, the toxic, that song. Y'all know the song. Okay, so you have openness, flow, community, Scorpio. Wisdom is in reverse on the bottom with thriving uprights. So it's giving risk-taking, even though the risk-taking card is not here. Split the deck to delight. The rainbow is here. And this flow is connected to that energy of calm. Like what I was saying, like something's going to be very easy breezy. I feel like that's being heavily highlighted for you with these cards as well. But with openness, it's giving expect the unexpected. And as the unexpected happens in your life, flow with that energy. With community, the word direction is coming up. But energetically, I can't feel if it's... Hold on, clarify community. It feels very centered. Like it doesn't feel chaotic. It doesn't feel negative. I don't know how to energetically describe it. Yeah, purity, new beginning. So there is, feels like community expansion, but there is a difference between community and tribe. Your community is growing. Some of you don't know how to differentiate community and tribe. That's a lesson within itself. Also, be mindful of how you are trying to control how certain connections flow in your life, Scorpio. Y'all can have a tendency to do that at times, I'm just saying. Which is why openness and flow is here with community as well. But there's a lot that's transforming. There's a lot that is transforming within your own community. There is growth. There is enlightenment. But at the same time, not everyone in your community is meant to sit at your table. And you may know this, but it's about to be challenged, okay? I feel like a lot of you are learning how to specifically read people's intents. But in order to read their intentions, you have to release control of how the dynamic flows. That's the only way you'll be able to authentically read someone's intentions. You'll see what I'm talking about soon. Okay? Anything else for Scorpio? Feels like the wait is over. You may want to tap into that album by Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne is also a Libra. So, patience energy, sideways, embracing heavy energy, and the wait is over. There could be a new beginning happening in Libra season, but I'm going to pull from the timing deck just to see because I want to. And then we're getting to Pisces. Shit, I didn't even drop that. What am I clarifying? Hold on, why did I grab this deck? Your new beginning, right? I think that's why. Let's just see. What's the timing of what I just spoke on for Scorpio? If you don't mind showing me. Baby, slip and slide. Makes me think of Trina. Oh shit. August 22nd. That's my mom's birthday. Her birthday was yesterday. But Scorpio, the timing of what? No. Thank you. So interesting. Okay, it's different for all of you. I have 3 time zones. Well, I can't see one of them. What I can see, you have your energy 13 next summer, summer 2026. For others of you, we have 11 Libra energy next spring. So 2026 is popping. Also, November 13th could be a significant date for some of you. As far as like, I'm getting, that's giving preview energy. Is this theirs? Yes, it is. Okay. Just has to make sure. So the card that I couldn't see is waste of your time. But 58, 19, 19, 11, 12. 58 is 13 as well, right? Scorpio. Yeah, I had to do that on my fingers. Don't judge me. So you have 13, 13 here. Yeah, there's something, the waste of your time is current energy, present energy. Whatever is a waste of your time, it's is connected to your needs and wants, okay? That is not what the heart wants. But what the heart wants is coming to fruition between next spring and next summer, okay? So March 2026 through, when does summer end? September 2026? Yeah, thank you, Bird, for the confirmation. March, okay? Be mindful of your attitude. I just got a notification. See? Thank you, Spirit. Oh my God. Sorry. But this card just fell out. Time will bring a surprise. Something, your timing is off with something. I'm trying to fucking tell you. Okay? We said that at the beginning. All right, let's go to Pisces. Love you, Scorpio. Hi, Pisces. I'm hungry. Can't wait to eat after this. All right. Regulus Gateway and Virgo New Moon for school. Oh, Pisces, sorry. Gateway, upright, taking risk in reverse, purification. I feel like you're about to be pushed into something by the divine. They're showing me like you on a swing. And you know how like on the swing someone will push you, but it's like your ancestors are pushing you into something new. It's like they're about to do, it's like you've been swinging in one direction, but they're about to push you into another direction. I don't know, swings are significant though. I don't know what it is about your spirit team and swings, Pisces. All these fucking cards keep falling. Oh, okay. So you have flow in reverse and stillness upright. Wonders in reverse, Pisces. Messages do you have for Pisces specifically? Gateway. Anything else? Okay. What else? Okay. Flow is in reverse. Stillness is upright. Wonders is in reverse. Gateway is upright. Truth is in reverse. Illumination is upright. You don't know something. It's giving thinking something like, I don't know, it feels like you're okay with, no, that's not the right way to say it. But you're completely oblivious, like unaware, just in the unknown, in the dark about something, purposefully. It's tying back into that swing energy. Flow in reverse is giving me like your schedule is about to be disrupted. If you have a certain routine that's about to change, like something that you are adapted to is about to change. Okay? But this is a truth you're unaware of, but you will be illuminated to it. Because this illumination, the fog is thick, so you can't quite see clearly. I don't even think that you're being given hints. Like, you're completely unaware. But this gateway energy is a representation of being, you know, the swing being pushed into something new. I don't know, for some of you, it's like you may feel like you're about to be planted in one area or one circumstance for, I hear a time being is null and void. But it could be anything, planted in a job, a project, a lifestyle, a home. It could really be anything. But I'm going to re-pull. I just hear that's what you need to know. So even though I'm telling you this, I do feel like when it happens, you're still going to be caught off guard. And no, I'm not going to clarify what the timing's at. Like, it's not... We have to respect the game, okay? All right, Pisces. Protection fell upright on the floor. Blessings in reverse, and abundance is upright with fulfillment upright. Is this a loss that they're taking? No. You prayed for something, so you're about to get it. But blessings in reverse does feel like having to lose something in order to gain something. I mean, that's a part of duality, but this could have been, it's like it could represent something that you've already lost, but it's so out of sight, out of mind, you don't even recall. But Spirit does. Feels like you were promised something. And I hear that song, God is not forgot. If he said he will do it, it will come to pass. It's like the inner, it's so like out of sight, out of mind, like you forgot that you wanted it. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's about to be revealed if it hasn't already, very soon. Like very soon before we get to September. And this card fell on top of my tea. New beginnings! Fell on top of my cup. Let your light shine. I'm drinking lion's mane and black tea. But yeah. Embracing. So it's something that you want. That is protected, fulfilling. So there's a new beginning happening collectively. But it does feel like spiritual chess. Like, it's like the way Spirit is moving shit around, like, it's so unnoticeable to the naked eye at this time. Like, it's very, like, chef's kiss, for real. But if you have a bird's eye view, you can see, you know? But not everyone is meant to see and or know. I'll leave it that way. But for a lot of you, this blessing just feels like, you just feel like personally you've taken a lot of L's. And it's kind of like, you know, taking those L's and just chucking those L's up to the game. Like, it is what it is. It's part of the game of life. Like, it's a part of the matrix. You know, you win some, you lose some. It is what the fuck it is. But no, it feels like, not to tie it into literal reparations, but it feels like a spiritual reparation in a sense. It's also giving me, like, they're showing me how some of the most powerful people come heavily cloaked. Like, you would think that they are that fucking regular energy. What the fuck is regular? But little, it's like, little do they know, you know? Tying into, you never know when you're dealing with an angel. Like, you would not know. And it's meant to be that way. But that energy is also tied into, you know, the hand is quicker than the eye, which is why, you know, collectively, like, people are not seeing just the overall view of how God is moving. And God is always has the final say so, as I always say. But they are loud as fuck. I do feel like this fulfillment is something you haven't experienced in a long time. I do feel like this protection is an energy you have not felt from a human in a long time. I feel like this abundance is a frequency that you may have thought you had to sell your soul for. Like, it's that deep. But heavy energy on them, whatever this is. I just hear, make sure you're grateful. But that sounds so direct and mean and uninviting. But that more so gives, like, something is once in a lifetime opportunity. So make sure you have gratitude. Because I hear, as thou giveth, thou taketh away. The birds just started fighting when I said that. I don't know. Anything else for Pisces? We've been here. This has been the longest reading thus far. You have leadership, solitude, and focus, and then trust is on the bottom too. So it may be a cold winter for some of you, Pisces. I know your birthday is in winter, and I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of you may be spending your birthday alone. Whatever age you're turning, that's significant. And even though you are the last season of winter, 2026 is a Wheel of Fortune year. So rightfully so, you should spend it on your own. It should be your own energy. Okay. So this leadership card, it's giving, thou prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. But I feel like it's working out differently for you. It's like God is preparing a table that your enemies cannot see or not present for. And it's giving something is not meant to be show and tell. Yeah. Or it's like, you know, something doesn't need to be blasted. Not everyone needs to know. Because not everyone, I hear, you don't know my struggle. You don't know everyone's struggles. Not everyone is vocalizing and verbalizing that. So where you could want to truly celebrate with someone, that fucking that shit is big as fuck too. What you would truly want to celebrate with someone, like, they could receive that and respond to that as envy, you know? So something is not show and tell. It's meant for you. It's not meant for the world. So take that how it resonates. All right, let me get a final card for y'all collectively, and then I'm out of here. And then we will start September, Monday or Tuesday. I don't know which day yet. But there's a lot going on energetically in September. We also have the 999 day in September too. Final message for the water signs. Are you done talking to them? Ah! We're gonna use a different deck, honey, because I'm not, I'm tired. I'm starting to tap out. Water signs. I just want one. It's giving Ray J one wish. You have codes in nature, miracles. You have I love you in reverse and revolution in reverse. Baby, I'm gonna end it how I started. You need to spend time outside in nature to figure out what the heart wants versus your needs and desires, because they're not the same. And it feels like whatever this is also connected to a certain belief system that you have changing as well. But we shall see how it plays out. Pay attention though. Okay, I love y'all. I'm not supposed to timestamps. I will see y'all in a couple of days. Have a good weekend.